Welcome back. We are here live with the boys from, I don't know where they're from, but we got my co-host, Mr. Cornelius.
Hello.
Give an introduction for everybody.
Yeah, give us an introduction, guys.
Why don't you just introduce yourselves?
Right.
Because I ain't got time. Just kidding.
Well, he's our superstar. All right, go for it.
Hey, absolutely. Dominic Zendejas, here with Skutty, Blake, and a few companies.
Real estate boys?
Yeah, we're here to represent Skutty, so
Yeah.
into it.
Hey, thank you for the mugs.
Yes, sir.
Is that what we got?
This is what it was
Where's
in that
mine?
care
Don't
package.
sound too excited.
The hell?
It was
threw
in
it off
that
the
care package.
Maybe we should start with Skutty doing a little like flexing, a little. You know, he's sitting there trying to like showcase his legs.
He can add all that.
Oh, yeah.
He can add all that. Oh yeah.
Hope Kenny
Can you
got
get
the
a
legs.
zoom in
Jesus
on the
Christ.
quads?
Scotty, how tall are you?
That quad separation. I'm 6'5".
How much
That's
do you
it?
weigh?
Little guy.
I'm like 255 pounds, pure muscle.
Pure muscle, eh? Nothing else?
Pure muscle.
Not much, yeah. Just,
Have you been putting on weight lately or what? Because you look bigger than a couple weeks ago.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the goal. Just natty bulks year round.
There you go.
I'm gonna compete in
What
bodybuilding
kind of
this
corn
year.
they feeding you out there in the East Coast?
The good corn.
Must be.
The good corn. So we had a podcast a couple episodes back, or maybe it was our last one. I actually think it was two. And then we had you, not you, and you along with Clara, I'm sorry. But it just seemed like we didn't really get a chance to talk to you guys too much, and I thought there's something interesting there, right? Because you have a very interesting background. You're from the East Coast. You're really helping him launch his career, and I feel like it's on hyperdrive because we met when you first came out here, and it's just your collabs have been blowing up left and right, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of want to dive into that a little bit more, understand how you guys linked up, how you linked up with Scott, and kind of like where you're headed, you know?
For sure.
It was like maybe 2-3 years ago. That we
A little
met.
over 2, yeah.
A little like over 2 years ago. So like
This October will be 3 years.
yeah. So then a few years back there we met.
Hit
From
that mic in your
yeah, my
mouth.
bad.
Yeah.
We met from a mutual client.
Slowly.
That was like a byproduct of design, right? Like real estate client needed some help with real estate, needs a website, needs branding and so forth. That mutual client introduced me to this guy, and we met at like a strip club.
Oh, wow.
And
Wouldn't expect
Let's say
anything
that.
less from Scott.
Yeah, let's just say that old client. That's the best thing that came out of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Was that someone you'd been working with for a while?
yeah, for a while, like
Okay.
a family friend turned client, same thing, right? You want to see them support their goals, their company, and so forth to get to that next chapter.
But what do they always say?
Hey,
Don't
some of
work-
the best things come out of the worst situations. So,
100%.
hey, be
absolutely.
blessed.
No,
Now he's with us too, and you guys.
big blessings all around.
And
So-
he's got his Urus in the garage.
Yeah,
What else-
thank
what
you
else
for
you
gifting
want?
me that. I appreciate it.
Anytime, bro. We got plenty.
Right. So then?
Yeah, so I think from there we met this guy, and I think we saw the same, I guess, like twinkle, right? Like, dang, he should be here on the West Coast. What's his story? Why is he on the East? Why doesn't he have his own TV show? Like, he should be doing
Right.
something. And there was just a lot of either goals that weren't there yet, unchecked boxes, contacts, what have you. And it was just more of a friendship at the time. Like,
Got
we didn't
it.
even do anything. Like, there was no logos, there was no nothing. And it was like, hey, let's just keep in touch and, like, let's do something down the road, right?
Right.
If you can come to California, we can make something happen. And
Were you already huge in New Jersey, or were you just kind of like small potatoes and, you know?
I was just I hadn't hit my stride yet, but I was figuring it out.
Okay.
But yeah, like when he brought up the agency and, his like PR firm, I kind of took it with a grain of salt because at the time I was with a huge PR firm, like the same one as Mike the Situation, like Jersey Shore, like a lot of big names.
Well, that's cool.
I
Why?
really wanted to get into modeling and acting. I had some really good opportunity over COVID with that. Then I didn't get vaccinated, so all those got taken away from me. And then
Got it.
yeah, and so I went with the agency.
Hopefully, you never got vaccinated, right?
No, I didn't.
Good.
No.
Yeah.
We respect everybody's decisions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
indifferent on it. I just felt like if I didn't have
it,
to get it,
yeah.
then
Right.
I don't even take Advil. You know, if I get a headache, I just let it ride
Nice.
out. So I didn't feel like I need to put anything in me. But
You say that now. So then, yeah, you were working with this agency.
yeah, so I didn't really pay much mind to what he was saying with the whole design and whatever. I wouldn't say I was big headed, but I just felt like I was with a huge agency. So why would I even entertain anything else? And then I kind of realized like where I was. You know, because there's like the situation, superstar from Jersey Shore, and then I'm at the bottom, so they're not really. I'm not being highlighted or showcased, and
You're not their priority.
yeah, exactly. So then we got closer. I started to come out here. I'll go back and forth more often, and I always felt when I came out here, I would set myself up, and then I would go home, so nothing actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, bro, just come out and give it a shot. You know what I mean? That's when I came out here this time around. And like you were saying, everything kind of just, you throw enough shit at the wall, something's going to stick. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
So that
That's
was
true.
This is only your second time that you came out? You'd only been out here one time before?
I think
it's
like
my
third or
third.
fourth. So
Third.
like, I think after the first time that he came out, we met. Then we kept in touch, and then he came out for like a month, right? A month or 2 months to come hang with Blake and I. And we were. Did you have a main appointment to come out, or you just say you were going to come out here to come out here? I don't remember that.
No, it was just to come out to make content and
the second time,
Yeah,
to do stuff with Clara.
Yeah,
This comedian I had met who was on Netflix, we met online, so I came out and did something with him, and I did a couple fitness things, but
Yeah, but I even think the first time that you came out, we like had an insane like 3 weeks where we went to like weed maps and
that was the second.
that was
even
the first
okay.
my first time when we met. I was just out here for like 4 days, 3 days. We did Vince's
Oh, okay, that's right.
movie review at the Chinese theater.
It's like random stuff. We're going
That
to like
sounds
the
like
Hollywood
fun.
theater, random stuff, and like in that small window, it was like, hey, if you could do this in 4 days, you could probably
Yeah.
do this in a month. You could
Right.
probably do this in a year. Like, why not? And that's when like
You never
the
been out here
repeat business
before?
came back.
That was
Prior to that, just when I was a little kid with my parents, we would go to Carmel.
Oh yeah.
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 for the car show or just in general? For
We would
fun?
just go. That's like my mom's favorite
Love.
place in
Yeah.
California. We
So
would stay
rad.
on this like hotel that overlooked the ocean.
For sure.
Is that Clint Eastwood's hotel over there?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was too young.
He's too
Carmel
young.
by
He
the
don't remember.
sea. My
Yeah.
favorite place in California for sure. Well, how did you have all this stuff lined up? I mean, I know you started in real estate, right? And that's kind of the evolution into design and everything else. But how did you have all these connections that you could, like, he comes out here and you're like, yeah, let's go to the Chinese Man Theater, do a review, then we're going to go to this party, meet the Weed Maps guy. I mean, that's a lot of random connections to have.
I mean, truly, it was just like who you know, right? Like a lot of these people were friends from high school, friends
Yeah.
from college, their second job, their third job. Someone started a company. They just so happened to kick it off for 2-3 years and they're blowing up. And you know enough people in California and one person knows another.
For sure.
And those 4 days are packed, right?
Right.
Like 4
Yeah.
days where someone from the East Coast that knows Fetty or knows Kev or something, well, they don't know him here, right? So it's like, how do we, how do we have that experience, right? Like, what is that? So those 4 days were packed. The next visit was packed. And then I think that's where the combo became like, oh, shoot, let's really dive in and do this. Like, let's make Skutty a brand. Let's make Huge a brand. Let's get you to California and get like a piece of the pie.
Right. Did you just DM him? You just found him and you DM'd him and were like, hey, guy.
No,
met
it was
him.
just
No, we
Yeah.
met through that mutual.
Oh,
contact.
that's right. Yeah. Too
But
much
after
caffeine.
that,
He's
that
on
was
too much
it.
caffeine.
I'm
His
too
brain
much
is
on
going
caffeine gum right
He's like
now.
everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Like, so what'd you say like 2 minutes ago? I totally forgot.
No, yeah, thank you. But, well, yeah, so what is your connection to Weed Maps? Because I don't know if you guys know, but their VP is one of our advisors for Exotic Style, but what's your connection to them?
I don't know if I can name drop him because he wants to stay more on the
What's his
private side, but
position?
he's somewhere up in like event coordination, PR, influencers and some like so forth. And he's been there. I don't want to say since the start, but like when the app first just blew up. So it's got to be years before the website and all that.
He's employee number 2.5.
I mean, I'm sure he knows 2.5, right? Or someone there, or he bumps into him. Yeah. But he's just a good guy where you could see like year after year, the stuff that he's going through is similar to probably every business, right? Like they're in the cannabis industry, so they're fighting everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make a brand win and showcase, you know, the positive side of things. And for him to always put us at bat, and like he saw Skutty, he was like, no brainer. You guys got to go to Cali Vibes. Let me introduce you to this person. So now they're trying to figure out some sort of influencer program with them. And so it's just
With Scott.
yeah, like who you know and who will take care of who, right? And like what is like the end goal for everyone to kind of see how we can help one another out.
And Blake, we're gonna say
well,
something.
like Scotty said, like you throw shit at the wall, it's gonna
Right.
stick.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just going out and reaching out to people, reaching out to companies, people that we don't know. But I mean, like we reached out to you, and now we're here on the podcast. Like, you know, that's how we're getting along and doing things with Skutty right now.
But you guys are good vibes. I feel like the one thing that the three of you have, I mean, you're super sketchy, but no, I'm kidding. I love him the most. That's why I mess with him. But you guys are just good vibes, right? Like the first time you guys
sketchy.
showed
Look
up.
at those glasses, bro.
Wait, take those glasses off. Let's see what's going on behind them.
There it is.
Are you tired?
No, I'll be blocked after that.
Really? Your eyesight's really bad?
These are prescriptions.
They don't look prescription.
Get after it in there.
Now I need prescription. I don't see much. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit, yeah. But they look good on you, you know? They look good on you.
It's a vibe.
It is a
I'm
vibe.
feeling it.
But yeah, for sure, you guys have just like it is a vibe. Like,
And we're always all blacked out. All of us, all black on there.
yeah, except me.
Got to.
I don't think I have anything black, to be honest. I think I held on to your huge. Can you please say that for us?
Huge.
Huge.
Got it on right now.
Tell us a little bit about it. I'll finish my thought, I promise. I'm not on ADD Central today, but tell us about Huge. I think it's the coolest thing.
So I wanted my own thing in the fitness space, and it started off, I was spelling it with a capital U and then 2 lowercase U's and then GE.
Okay.
And people just wouldn't stop saying it, like commenting on every post, this and that. And I'm like, all right, well, this is cool because it's stuck, but it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to type this out. If it ever gets into something bigger, like, it's going to look stupid on a shirt or pant. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 3 U's and it was just on Instagram, like, or Snapchat, whatever, I'll put it on. And then I just was like, oh, like, why? Why UGE? Because then I was thinking 1 U, but then it just sounds like UG or something. So I went with Huge.
Mad R&D.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Research
Hey,
and
we're going to
development.
look that up real quick. Research and development, sir.
His game is just taking to new heights. Right?
Yeah.
Every day.
Hey, you're going to learn something new every day, bro.
But that's what you have to
That's
do.
what you got to do.
He
You have
hasn't
to
gotten
do
there
it.
in the vocab book.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's always
From
important.
the East Coast, it is what it is.
Wait, we know what it is because we know you, but like, what is it? What, you know, tell us a little bit more for people that don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, some people, the way they pronounce huge, they're just like, oh, it's huge. Like,
Huge.
So I was like, oh, man, I want to make that into my own thing.
Right.
Because I used to say huge, you know, but I was like, yeah, I could get away with this. It's not really in the fitness space. It's my own thing. No one gave it to me. I thought of it on my own.
Right.
Just based off how people say it. And it just stuck. Like, won't stop. People comment. People that I don't even know on Instagram will say it in my DMs. Like, yeah, I could post a story and be
So
like,
funny.
like, I don't even know. Like, I'm holding a cup. I'm like, look how big this is. And then they'll comment on the story, like, huge with the asterisk. And I'm like, yeah, like, this is crazy. Someone from, like, Missouri.
Right,
I don't
right.
even know him. So it kind of stuck. And I was like, yeah, I like this, you know?
So are you doing like a merchandise line or is it like your trademark or like where are you going with this? So I know you have sweatshirts right now, right? Are you selling them already?
Yeah, sweatshirts and hats on my website. And
Did
then
you trademark that?
What's your website?
dskutty.com.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it trademark?
Yeah.
I paid for the trademark, and I was one step away from getting it done.
You're
and
too
the
late.
guy calls me
I already
up.
called my lawyer.
I know. We already
I was
actually,
gonna
you
say,
know
I already
what?
trademarked
last
it.
week.
It's for
Saw the
sale. It's for
hoodie.
sale.
I already
If you want
trained
to
my
buy
guy.
it.
Actually, we're gonna sue you if you don't.
Right. Keep
Paperwork's
working on
right
the
over here.
huge.
Bro, we move fast. You can't
Yeah,
fuck
bro.
around. You better come in here correct.
Don't toss any ideas around that you don't want to get beat on. But yeah, so you're doing a merch line. Are you gonna do like supplements or what are you thinking? Because I feel like it resonates with me, right? I think it's funny. Am I allowed to say fuck? I always get shit
your
for
podcast,
for
right?
saying
Yeah, it's
fuck,
your
and they're
podcast.
like, "Don't curse."
Well, it's better not to.
You could bleep
Okay.
it out.
Yeah, he'll bleep it.
You know.
Well,
the-
I just think it's funny, right? Like I enjoy saying it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's like it makes me feel good to say huge. That's why I say it all. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. So I'm like, I feel like you. It's like real estate, right? You think your house is worth $10 million. Put it on the market. You're gonna get offers for like 500K. Then you're a huge sack of shit, you know. but that caffeine gum's really helping right now.
Oh, yeah,
But-
turned up.
I can tell.
That and the espresso.
Yeah, all of it. But I just feel like you could do so much with it. You know, it's like, I mean, it's like death water, right? Do you guys pay attention to it?
Yeah.
I thought it's the funniest fucking shit. The first time I saw that commercial,
What
have
is
you
it?
seen it?
Oh, that
It's called
liquid death or whatever?
Liquid Death, yeah. So there's like little kids
is it?
going crazy. They like pop open what looks like a beer can. And it's got like
Mm-hmm.
all this like death metal, like the font and all this stuff, and they're going crazy. And it's water. It's just like a marketing thing, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
I think Evian tastes like shit, but I would drink that, just because it's cool. So for me, it's like as someone who doesn't, I don't know what's happening in that space, but I'm like huge multivitamin. Fuck yeah,
You should.
huge like
And
protein
it
shake.
works
Get
out
me on
perfect
it.
because we got my boy does all kinds of supplements
Right.
and shit. He can make you whatever
really?
you want.
Yeah. I just feel
Yeah.
like it's
And we
really
can label it under all your shit.
no. It's exotic style under. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we get 20% finder's fee.
Yeah. No, but it's just
Huge
it's like
exotics.
Huge.
Huge.
Exotics.
That'd be dope.
it would be. But it's just like, to me, it's all about brand recognition, right? It's like when you're trying to break into anything, it's like, how do you set yourself apart, right? And for me, this is like, I don't know. Now everyone's taking these nail and hair vitamins, right? I'd want to take huge nail fucking vitamins,
Yeah.
Like, so get that shit on there. Come on,
We
Scott.
should.
Get it on there
I've
and start
talked
selling
about
it.
it. I might have someone that's willing to partner with me on that.
Well, yeah.
They
Kevin
just told
Gates
you.
too.
Oh,
he
he's like,
loved
yeah,
the
I have-
idea. So
I have someone bigger.
I mean, the more hands in the pot, the better. When you're all contributing,
Yeah,
always
that's true.
taking.
And when you're flexing your leg.
Does
Yeah, I got to make sure he looks good.
Does
on
he
camera.
have his own supplements and stuff?
Who?
Kevin?
No, we were gonna. I came up with the whole huge
I know Mike
supplements
has a
idea.
bunch of shit on his own.
He's with Ambrosia. Kevin's
Yeah.
with the same company as him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything I want to do in the near future, but at some point for sure.
Yeah.
What do you want to do in the near future?
I want to grow my training brand through my website, sell a bunch of my programs.
Yeah, you got
my
a nice
merch.
big client today, huh?
Yeah, that dude. So with the huge Jeremy, he really dug it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Bro, like, let's partner. We'll revamp your whole
Yeah.
huge brand. We'll be part owners." So
And exotic skill that always gets 10%.
yeah,
Management fee under your managers.
Right.
Closer.
Management upon
Hey.
management.
I'll bring you anything you need. Just give us
The
a cut
board.
and we're good,
Board.
bro.
the finest.
No,
We're gonna
sure.
make a
for
little
Jeremy.
contract with us.
No,
I'm
it's
cool with it.
he's
No,
definitely
we all grow together, bro.
Yeah.
I told you
Yeah.
since day one.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that with him. That's 100%.
Right.
That's a near future thing. That's like a right now thing
Good.
because I've already started it. So why
Yeah.
not just take it?
blow it up.
Yeah, because that was my goal, so that I could live off that comfortably, and then just put everything into bodybuilding because I want to go pro in that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's my passion. It's just what I love
Yeah.
doing. So
And you
That's
should.
cool.
Paco's
Yeah.
still, he's your trainer, right?
yeah, he's my coach. Yeah, he's
Who
a
is
great
Paco?
dude.
Paco is gonna.
Paco's amazing.
You're gonna win, bro.
That's why I've already, like you said, I already look bigger.
I
like,
guarantee
You do.
we just been doing.
You do look a little more swole
Like
than last
you're
time.
just Yeah, I don't know if you're more cut, but you're like.
I don't know what the hell he's shooting up your ass, but goddamn boy.
I don't know.
A lot of white rice.
Just
Okay.
be careful. Well, yeah,
No, he's solid.
He really is, and I mean he's trained person after person, and they all look remarkable. He's on point. I mean, he himself. He doesn't have a pound of meat on it or a pound of fat on
Yeah,
it.
that
you know?
guy is so
He's a pro bodybuilder himself.
He's so lean,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely good
And
vibes.
for being so young, I don't know how he knows all this shit, but he's good.
But I'm glad that you linked up with Jeremy. I feel like with my brother, you meet so many people being here, like even us meeting you, him introducing you to Jeremy. I mean, he really he speeds up a lot of people. When we did our partnership or our sponsorship with Roger Dubuis, that guy at South Coast Plaza calls him to get clients. And I'm like, bro, like you need to get a commission from all this shit because he's like a deal maker.
Hey, we hustle.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
hustle, but he helps a lot of people out. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's great to have a heart like that, but not everyone's like that, you know? So it's good to have that, but, you know, take some for yourself too. Just putting that out there. How did you guys know each other? Because, I mean, it's like, yeah, I know you're partners in your business, but.
I've actually known Dom since I was like 4 years old.
No way.
Yeah, we've been family friends since we were little. I was actually best friends with his youngest brother growing up.
Holy
Went
shit.
to elementary school, played hockey together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then I graduated from ASU, and him and I just
Solid school.
yeah, exactly. Him and I just like clicked. We're very similar in a lot of ways, a lot of business ways as well. And yeah, we're just like, hey, let's start working together. I think we worked at Tesla together first.
Super cool.
And then we were like, screw this, let's be our own bosses. And
Yeah.
started design in the
Gotta
backyard.
make moves.
He's undercutting the biggest winner here.
Also.
Mama Bear, Natalie.
Who's that?
His mom.
Aw.
So his mom was like, when I was 18, my mom and his mom got me myself licensed. So I
Oh,
got
yeah,
a
you
real estate
said
license
that.
as soon
Yeah.
as I was 18.
She's a realtor?
She's a lender.
Oh,
Lender.
okay.
Yeah, so she just said, hey, you got to do it. You guys got to do it. Whatever you do, if anything happens in college or whatever else, you at least have this to fall back on.
Right.
So I went ahead and did it. And at the time, she was a lender. His dad was a realtor. And that was always like, okay, cool, let's just do this.
Mm-hmm.
Mortgages made no sense at 18. Like, made absolutely no sense. Right?
In what
So
way?
I didn't know what the difference between a mortgage or a rent was at 18.
Got it.
Right? So
Yeah.
real green, where it's like, it's the
Yeah.
same. We're just stupid and using two different words.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So, like, to not understand that, went to Apple, got into design, and then that's where one of my close friends from hockey, because we come from the hockey world, Fran is just a wizard with design, and we had the whole COVID shutdown, right? The COVID shutdown, and we figured, how can we help other businesses, other brands, and we ramped up real quick to see the same resources we've used for real estate, right? How do we use them for fitness, tattooing, and so forth? And that's kind of where Blake and I said, shit, let's do it.
Right.
Like, let's start calling people. And that's where we met Lefty, we met Skutty, we met so forth. And it's all been like one after the other that we've figured a way to, help one another. If it wasn't us, Lefty's helped with Scutty's logo. If it's no travel, right? We've pushed this dude to just reach out to you guys, and you guys responded right away.
Yeah.
Right? And like, it just happened. We were all there. So there's just been like a lot of back and forth of like family, right? Like, it comes back to hockey, family. We had nothing before, and we still are still grinding for something.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Every
along
day.
the way, we like add another player to the team, and
Right.
and when someone gets tired, we get a shift in, shift out kind of thing.
It's been crazy because we started it as just a website design company and to make logos and just design things. And
What year was that?
Who makes the website?
2020, right? Yeah. Who makes the websites? That's Fran. He's the little wizard.
Franny, bless up. You're the wizard behind the curtain.
Yeah,
There's
he's-
Franny, there's Lefty. There's got to be a Pinky in there.
Got an Alex, Chris.
Yeah,
How many we got?
Yeah, no, we got a little team
There's
behind us for
Scott.
sure.
Hey, if you guys ever
So
get,
that was like the blessing of the COVID time, where now everyone went remote and
Yeah.
everyone got really good
well, if
behind
you
the
guys
computer.
ever get backed up on website,
Yeah.
Please, yeah,
Right
like
here.
we're for it, right? Like we're all
Because-
for it. That's something that we never wanted to be the number one in the game and take on all the websites in the
Right.
it
world.
makes
right? Like,
all our shit.
we wanted to take on really
Yeah.
good clients, really fun stuff, passionate projects, and now our hands are full, you know. And it's like, if we get more full, we would love to figure out how do we get other clients to NFTs.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
How
right.
do we get a huge NFT? How do we get a Clara NFT?
Oh, that'd be so rad.
Don't know that.
There
right?
could be
But,
the
like,
huge coin. Like, I don't,
Straight
you know,
up,
like,
yeah, exactly.
there's so much
Right.
shit you can do. Wait, what the fuck? Now we're all working for Skutty and he's barely talking. Like, what is happening here?
He's
right
just
now?
sitting there
He's
like,
just like,
yeah,
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 huge
yeah.
CEO.
Yeah,
Why don't
he's-
you
he's
guys
like,
go work?
glad we're getting this on tape because I'll just hand it over to Jeremy and he'll blow this shit up.
That's basically it, right
It's
there.
true. It's it's pretty effective. Just don't talk.
Yeah,
They
no,
say
I
that,
just
right?
been watching myself on the screen.
Yeah.
What's
He
playing?
does that all the
this-
time.
Yeah, he's
loves
just-
watching
he's into
himself in the
himself.
mirror, TV.
He's
all
like,
of it.
damn, I look good. Look at those arms.
Turn this shit off because we need Skutty present in this conversation.
We should
It's,
have him sitting here, not there.
Yeah,
Swap them.
but it's all good. You guys are such a nice balance of yin and yang. I feel like just your personalities. You're so chill and just easygoing, and I feel like you're more like you know.
Yeah, he's the big idea guy. Definitely big idea. He wants to shoot the guns real quick, and I'm more of like, hey, let's slow down. Let's figure out.
All that.
Yeah, like let's actually go step by
need that.
step here. But it's awesome to have somebody who sees something 10 years down the line
Right.
where you want it to be, and then all of us as a group can build there, and it's been awesome to see us just grow as a company itself and
Right.
grow as a family, like
Mhm.
all of us. It's been a lot of fun.
Is it primarily Lefty and you two? Is that kind of like the core group?
Yeah, and Fran's the main guy behind, and then also Lefty's wife, Jess.
Okay.
She's starting to get into a management role with us as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, through all of it, like we became such good friends. I mean, Lefty's over every day. We started going.
We haven't gotten no invite yet.
Hey,
know.
hey, man, like
We keep inviting you guys back.
You guys keep
but,
coming to our house.
You know, the
We ain't got
reciprocity
no invite anywhere.
doesn't happen
you
very
gotta,
often.
Yeah, you got to come down to the palace, enjoy it.
Hey,
down
you know
there.
we will.
Yeah.
Well, I think this combination of what you just said, it's very much like us, right? Like I'm always like go, like you said, like always looking ahead, and he's more methodical. Like, all right, let's think this through. Let's like process it. I'm like, what the fuck is there to process? And then I learned after the fact,
Yeah, I think
That
that's
it's like-
exactly it.
it's worth like.
I tell him all the time, you make one mistake, it's going to take a long time to just repair that one mistake. I'm like, we got to think through, like, see how every little step we do, how it affects later on. Because, yeah, we can move at 100 miles an hour
Yeah.
and expand and do all this shit. But I'm like, when all this happens, we're not even going to have enough cars. We're not going to have enough shit to have all these.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
there's a lot you got to think about. It's not just like, yeah, I would
Day-to-day
love to
things.
move
100%.
fast, but
yeah, you want to be at that 100 millionaire
yeah,
already. You know.
yeah.
You wanna
Well,
be
we're
that
going for
life.
the B. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not staying in the
I
M's.
feel, yeah.
We're not about the M's.
Yeah, the vision here, and I think that's what, I'm always very curious about different things and discovering new things, but this is definitely a long-term vision, right? And I feel like even with you, it's a longer-term
For sure.
thing that you're working towards. So it's good to execute and stay on top of things, but it's also important to, like my brother was saying, see what the aftermath will be like a month from now, 2 months from now, you know?
No, and that's the best thing about us is like I can play devil's advocate, and it's never like a bad thing. It's always good and working together, and not like we're not getting angry with each other or anything like that. It's all about business and moving forward
Really?
together. Yeah.
You guys don't get upset with each other since,
I mean,
Being
shit.
since
Everybody
4
gets
years.
upset with
Everybody,
each other,
everybody
Yeah.
fights.
It's
Yeah.
healthy. It's
Yeah.
quite healthy.
Yeah.
it is healthy.
But like, I mean, we've been brothers since, like I said, since I was 4. So his family's my family, and that's how it's always been. If we get mad at each other, we tell each other, and it's like, all
and
right,
then you
let's
just
move,
get on with
let's
it.
move on. Yeah.
There's no passive aggressive behavior for a couple of days.
Nah, none of that.
Life's too short.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I'll tell him straight
Working
to
on
his face
that.
He fucked up. You know.
I know. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, no. He'll straight up tell me like, "Yo, you're being an idiot," and I'll be like, "You're probably right."
Yeah.
Damn. So.
It's nice to have someone like Skutty around too, because I'm sure when you guys get frustrated, you just beat his ass and then you just feel better.
Yeah.
You're just like, God damn, that felt good.
Yeah, right.
It's been great. I mean, again, just added another family member.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of things that I think, that what we started as a friendship that has now like evolved. What we saw is like, Huge was just an idea and like text and stuff from the beginning, and now here we have things in print, and it's still like, the surface of an idea.
Yeah,
Sure.
Of like, how do we have a friend help him get to a space where he's a CEO and he's an owner, and now he's investing in other companies, and he's got a piece of the pie in California and New Jersey. Because he believes in himself that he can do those things, because he already got himself there.
Nah, he's
Right?
such
So
a
it's like,
motivated person.
Scotty is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, in physically too. Like you can see him. He's motivated. To
I mean,
go
he
to the
works
gym.
his ass off.
Yeah, he works
Yeah.
his ass off. I mean, everything he wants to do, he's gonna get it done. And like,
How? How do you do it? Because I've only known you from the interactions that we've had here, and you're so mellow. I'd be like, I just want to watch TV with you. Like, what else? I know you work out because I see you posting that shit. He's like, yeah, I love watching myself. But, like, how do you, like, where is that? Because I don't know that side of you at all. Like, what do you do? How do you motivate?
That's the golden question. Like, how, why, like, that's why I left New Jersey. Because, and that's why it was easy to do this, because they never asked how or why or discredited anything I did. In New Jersey, everyone I know that follows me on social media either was a hater, showed fake love, tried to like clown me, acted like, I hate to say it like this, but like I'm different. I'm not the same as you. I believe in myself. I chase my dream every day. So like when I started training Fetty Wap, I didn't even post or tell anyone about it except for my parents for a whole month until he posted me on his story. Then everyone's like, oh, like how, like what, like this and that. I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like I don't really know how to explain it. Like you don't have a dream to chase when you gave up on yourself. But it's like that passive aggressive shit. And it used to really enrage me. And then it just started to feel good. It was like fuel to the fire, like people hating on me, like. And then you get the dudes that's like, oh, like I know him too, like this and that. And I'll be like, oh, you know so and so, and he look at my phone and be like, who's that? Like what? And then I would text him and be like, yeah, he don't even recognize you, nothing, bro. Like never tell me that again. You just embarrass me, nonetheless yourself. So it was like just that like hate, you know what I mean? And I just like it happened with Kevin too, or when I got verified on Instagram, I had people texting me saying, oh, how much you pay? How much you pay?
How much did it cost you?
That's when I would take a step back. I'd be like, hey, look, bro, I know I got cut, but did you make the NFL?
Yeah.
What'd you go to college for? Did you go to college to be a doctor? Are you the top heart surgeon in the world? Because last time I checked, I made it to the top of my profession in football. Now I made it to the top of my profession as a trainer. Now I'm at the top of my profession as a bodyguard. You know what I mean? Whether we went to elementary, middle school, high school, college, everyone discredited my work. I wake up super early, 5 a.m., go to the gym, do my cardio, get my mind right, go back, eat, get all my meals in, work out, lift weights, go home, eat more, take my supplements, go back to the gym, do cardio. I wake up every morning, I'm on my phone for an hour, networking, trying to link with people, do collabs. Ended up doing with Larry Wheels, something
That's
that
huge.
I thought I would never do in my life. That dude, he's going to go down a legend. So it's kind of like you see people nonstop posting other people's memes, other people's quotes, all this shit on their stories. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's not coming from you,
I
though.
do that, you bastard.
Yeah, be like, you got something. You know what I'm saying?
Like
you got something for yourself.
motivational words that these guys say, I got to put it up for everyone to kind of listen to.
Yeah, and you're not a hater.
No.
You know, but people post that. Like, that's cool. You can be motivated. Motivation starts anything and everything, but it takes discipline and consistency to finish anything. Without that, motivation is irrelevant. So it was just like how you asked how. I really don't know any other way but to just, like my dad always told me, whatever you do, just give 110% effort and respect, and you'll not only you have never any regrets, but that's the only way you'll give yourself a shot at trying to achieve whatever you're doing. And I just feel like not a lot of people can resonate with that. I don't know. You can tell, like, I'm kind of getting fired up because it's like
I love
I get
it.
it. It's fucking dope.
I think this is great.
I agree with that, bro.
This is why we love them, though. Like,
That's so true.
I would have never known this about you. Seriously.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you get so much. Like, when I made the NFL, I only made it for a cup of coffee. It was a super short period of time. I never bragged about it. My dream was I'm only 29. I would have still been playing if I had it my way. But then you get people in my DM like, oh, you didn't make it, like this and that. Like,
Why?
Like that's cool, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If that makes you feel better, like that just tells me your life sucks. You hate yourself. You don't hate me. You're just reflecting that shit on me. That's fine. I'm a man. I could take that. You know, have a great day. But like with that, and then it's like when I was going through the process, people that didn't even wish me happy birthday, yo, can I get tickets? Yeah, bro. Here, you know what I mean? I'll make the team. I'll tell my parents to stay home. You could have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're the man, bro. I got so much of that fake love.
Yeah.
When everything, like, I don't even know. Like, I was telling Dom, like, I came out here for collabs, and he was like, hit up some car companies because we don't have a car yet. I'm like, all right, I hit up 15 companies. Not a single one, because I went back and checked. The ones that left me on scene and shit, their best car would be your worst car. And you guys hit me up because it's not a status thing. It's not a, big slinging thing. Yeah. It's just, you like, it's just good people.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I'm out here. That's like the how is because they saw me because they worked their ass off. I wake up every morning to Dom throwing up in the bathroom pretty much. He just hawks up a lung. Start my day with that.
God damn. What's wrong with your head?
Dude, I don't know. He needs to go to the doctor, though.
My pops,
year
man. My
round.
pops had it year round, just gunk in the chest.
What
Loves
is
it.
You
you
smoke?
got to stop smoking.
Just a little.
Bro, you got to stop smoking. That's
So I
like
wake
number
up to
one.
that. That's probably at like 5:30, 6 a.m. He's up. Blake gets up. He's on the computer. And then it's just nonstop. And if we're not working, if they're not working, they're thinking. Like Blake was saying, they're thinking. Whether it's something that we could do, whether it's 5 a.m. is something we could do at 10 p.m. or something 10 months down the road. They saw me for what I am because they're hard workers. Like, you know what I mean? You can only, it's like you are what you eat kind of thing. You're after the hard work, like you're going to see it in somebody else. So that was just kind of like what brought me here and how no status of an agency mattered and how I was the first talent they signed to their agency. It's just all like,
Bro, you're a good dude. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And I told, when he texted me, I was driving. This is because you guys got here before I did. When he texted me, he's like, hey, this big old white dude hit you up on IG. What do you want me to tell him? I said, let's hear him. Let's tell him to come. Let's chat. And you guys showed up. I was like, wait, what the fuck? They're there already? I was like, I wasn't expecting like today. I was like, but it was dope, man. Like, you just kind of vibe with people, and you guys are all real. Yeah. I mean, these two still look hella familiar to me. I know. Dude, every day.
I'm telling you.
Every day I sit and I'm just like waiting to see like where the hell did I meet these motherfuckers?
It's true.
We must have partied.
We'll rip it, man. We'll rip it.
Probably a strip
Best
club.
Buy, Apple.
We must have
Nordstrom,
partied somewhere.
I'm telling you, he's got like several dozen.
Yeah.
Twins.
Maybe Sharkies. We were there a lot too.
Was it New Year's Eve?
I don't know, bro.
In Huntington.
It was a lot of shit. Yeah. I mean, OC is pretty
No,
small.
you.
Everyone knows everyone.
Oh, you.
For sure.
Scott,
But yeah, I'm glad you guys came by. It was definitely a good thing.
What's crazy is I think that day that we went out to LA was like the same thing, right? Like we're trying to make his brand huge, be big. We tried to meet someone out there. We tried to find out more distribution. And then on the way back was like the think tank of we got an hour and a half in the car in LA. Cool. What's our problems that we have? He doesn't have transportation. Yeah. Great. What can we do around here?
I've been trying to get this guy a car too.
Yeah, there's cool car companies around Orange County. Let's start reaching out. And, and as we kind of start building up, he starts firing them off. And Blake's
cool.
gassing us there, and then next thing you know, we get a response from Team Exotics here, and it was like, all right, well, someone said what's up, so let's just pull up and see.
Pull up.
So cool. High odds are like you got to be pretty cool to already answer a DM in a genuine manner, and you don't have like an auto reply or like a scene or kick rocks or something. Yeah. So I was like, hey, dude.
And trust me, we get hit up
and it just
a
kind
lot. We get hit up by so many guys, like all these influencers. Everybody wants to take a car out for free. I hear it like almost every day. And I tell them, like, just don't respond to them. Unless, like, I check them out, make sure, like, it's someone legit.
And we showed up just real quick after the DM, too. We just showed up.
Wait, Kenny, did you respond to their DM?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, you took a look and you're like... Me. Oh, these guys seem like they're normal people. Should we respond?
Well, he just
said, whatever it was.
He said something.
There was a connection there.
This dude's huge. Get him out.
That's a big motherfucker.
So you gave him the idea for huge then. Okay. Well, it's so funny that we all kind of look for that authenticity in like our interactions, and the same things that we all know is kind of what gets the work done, like getting up, DMing people. You said something right before when we were standing at the bar. You're like, you said something like, you're never going to know unless you ask, or something along those lines,
like,
right?
You're never going to know unless you ask. So, like, if you ask the question, you can figure it out. But until you ask whether or not you could get the car, get the food, or get the brand deal, you'll never get it. Right. So, like he said, like, you just got to keep pushing and keep asking and keep going, and that's the end of that's basically it. Like, if you don't know them, you gotta ask. It's the only way.
But it's so cool because, again, like, not knowing anything about what you just said, because you were like, oh, he's motivational, he's different. I would have never known that, right? I'm like, oh, this guy just sits back, doesn't do much, he likes to work out, kind of is used to having people hand things to him. But to know that you have that work ethic, that you're not just like sitting back, obviously that's a connection to all of you, because I see that in you too. Like, I know you're not just sitting around waiting for someone to hand something over to you, but to see that, I had no idea, and I think that's amazing, because that's what we all have in common, right? That's what he's been doing for...
Never been handed shit. Everything we've done is we figured it out on our own.
That's my favorite thing you ever said about me. It looks like you've been handed everything, because I was handed absolutely nothing. But that just shows all the hard work we all do off camera, behind the scenes, and that shit just falls into your lap.
Nobody knows.
It's on the way to whatever you're trying to achieve. Shit just is on your path.
Bro, when I was running the club and doing this at the same time, everybody was like, bro, you have the best life in the world. I'm like, God fucking come take my life for one day and see how good it is.
See how stressed out I am.
Dude, we're getting sued left and right at the club.
More money, more problems.
Shit, bro. It was like nuts. And I worked all night and then got in the day and rented cars. It was just, I barely slept like 2 hours a day. And everyone's like, bro, I want your life. I'm like, please take it. Give me some money and take it. Because I don't want it. But
how funny, though, because
it's crazy.
They say that about exotics, too. Like, last year, we did events every single month, right? Like, we were in Miami, we were in New York, we're in Dubai, we're doing all this stuff, and people are like, ooh, you're having so much fun. I'm like, bro, I'm like on 3 fucking hours of sleep. No, I'm not having fun. No, I don't want to go meet anyone else. No, I don't want to go to another conference.
Bro, we had so many events. I was like, I'm done with these events. It was like nonstop. We had to prep like a month for each event.
But I think that's the problem with like social media is you only see such a small part of it.
You only see the good things.
Yeah,
everything
100%.
great. Yeah.
So that's what we only got to see of Skutty at first. And then we got to meet the man behind the screen, and
the legend,
like that.
Yeah, boy.
And like things like this, things like this is how you get to know him better.
Yeah.
Get to know who he is. He's not just a meatball.
Right.
You know?
I literally
a little slug.
No, but like literally looking at Skutty, I was like, oh, he's just, he's naturally a big boy, so he likes to work out, so it's easy for him to post. Didn't know the whole NFL thing, none of that. So I was like, yeah, he's just on cruise control. But then, like, as I learn more and more, and I think you're so right, it's like people who look like they have it the easiest are actually the ones that are doing the most amount of shit behind the scenes that no one really sees. And it's like...
We work like 15, 18 hours some days, bro. It's
you
crazy.
guys are in here all day. people don't realize that. Like they just look at it like you get to hang out in a dope building with Lambos all day. Bro. But that's all they see because they don't know. They'll never know.
They don't know the hustle.
They just either hate or they just think like they wish they were like, bro, on tour. I never in my life was around so many shootings that had nothing to do with our crew, but it's just like, bro, like you're an actual weirdo. Like I want to be Kevin Gates' bodyguard. I want to do what you do, bro. You're weird. You just want to hang out with a dude you don't even know.
Yeah.
What if he hates you? What if he hates me? You don't know what my life's like. Great dude, amazing person. He's become a mentor to me. Yeah. But I watched someone get shot multiple times on tour, 10 feet from me. I could have got shot. But you don't even know how much I make. Yeah. What if I make less than you? Yeah. But it's just, you see a picture on social media, it's like, oh, like you have it so easy. You get to, it's like,
it's just crazy.
Oh, I'm sweating right now.
Bit of the smoke and mirrors, you know? Bit of the smoke and mirrors.
That's what it is. Yeah, because, you think the same, but you let me run your business for a month, you'll come back to no business. I'll crash and burn this place. But he's
like, I'm gonna crash all the Lambos. I'm just gonna tear
nothing.
Shit
up.
Like
what? But people would look at it and be like, oh, like I could go on my phone from the house and be like, man, Ali and Cornelius and them, they got it made. They get to chill by the Urus all day. You're in the office, head down, just you know what I mean, trying to make shit happen.
Bro, you should have heard my phone call this morning with the insurance guy. Bro, I almost lost my shit. 3 months our Audi's been out and they won't fucking fix the car. And I literally ripped his head off. I was like, bro, you better call today, get that car fixed. Otherwise, there's going to be a problem. Bro, I was just done. It's crazy. Every day we deal with shit. Like, and it's like, he's like, why can't we plan stuff? I'm like, bro, I don't plan anything. I literally get phone calls, nonstop text calls. They come here, people just roll, like 5 people rolled up today out of nowhere. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I got work.
To me, it's important to have those so that you can kind of regroup. There's a lot of people that go through here, but it's important to have goals, at least for me, not just goals in life, but like, hey, this is what we're going to get done today. This is what we're going to, and despite shit, you still get it done. Like I have to be somewhere at 6 o'clock, but I'm like, fuck, then I'm going to leave there and go to work. Lefty was like, your business hours, or at what point do you, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't stop. I'm like, business hours? Or like, when was the last time I had business hours? Last night I woke up, this will be the last thing I'll say, I'll shut the fuck up.
Oh, no.
But last night I woke up
it's not going to be.
2:30 in the morning, 2:30. I had to go take a piss. And I like look at my phone, which was mistake number 1, and there's like business text. So I literally responded with like, this is our expectation. This is what we're offering at fucking 2:30. I'm like texting with Blake Builder. I don't know if you guys met him or not, the UFC fighter. I'm like, yes, use this app and do all that.
He's a solid ass dude too.
Oh, you guys have to link up with Blake. He is.
You should do like a little fight scene with your ass because he's small.
Let's get him an apple session.
Bro, he's the shit.
Blake is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I love him. So I've always been against UFC about like, cause I'm not a violent guy. Like I like snowy and puppies and butterflies and shit, you know. But
butterflies and shit.
Butterflies and
He's
shit.
got a
is what I
butterfly
like.
tattoo on his ass.
I don't want a tattoo either.
Yo, talk to Lefty if you want tattoos.
No tattoos for me. But Blake came in here and did his podcast before his
I
UFC
got teary-eyed,
fight.
bro.
I swear to God, I like came over and I'm like, I have never met a kinder man than you. And ever since then, I'm just like, I took him lasagna yesterday. I was like, hey, Blake, are you hungry? We have some extra lasagna. You want? So I drive over and like drop off lasagna. Yeah. But it's like, that's the kind of shit that's important, right?
Dude, you guys would vibe too. He's such
you
a
guys
good dude,
really
bro.
would. He is
and
so
I think it'd be
nice.
so dope to do a video of you guys like boxing. He's like smaller. I think is he my height.
He's not tall.
He's a
but he's
dude.
like fast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those guys are animals.
But yeah, next to you, it'll be just such a crazy offset.
It'd be good for his security too. Learn a thing or two.
For what?
For his security, we've already.
Bro, his coach,
like learning from Blake and stuff like that.
No, the boxing coach that he has, bro, is fucking another solid dude. That was the first time we met him, but man, this guy was spinning some shit. I was like, damn, wise words because
It's true.
he's been through shit. You can tell
Yeah,
when people speak, you can tell what they've been through. So it was definitely good. You guys should definitely watch that podcast.
Yeah.
So like he had gotten on, I think it had been a month since his brother had committed suicide. I mean, this is like raw shit.
Yeah.
And like he was just so unfiltered, and just when you see him and how focused he is, I'm like, I fucking love him. You know, I don't care that he kills people in a ring for a living. This is like a good person, you know?
Yeah.
He's been through a lot of shit in his life.
You know what I just realized, and I promise I'll shut the fuck up after this, but I won't.
I told you won't.
No, but the
Kenny,
security
cut him
thing.
out. Beep him out the whole
Just
fucking.
do it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna keep talking. No, but the security thing, like Basir doing the security business and working with Skutty and getting Blake involved because they're building this new security team for like big events.
If we actually shot a movie, so I told him we should have one nice like fucking dope fight scene, bro. If the director is like, he's one of our boys, so we should throw your ass in the mix. This movie is actually gonna be pretty big.
Got to show him that clip.
Oh,
that
I'd
you
love
have
to
of
be in
that.
it, bro. I've been in like short films and stuff, so
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
I would love that. Yeah.
Are you in
This-
Screen Actors Guild?
What?
Are you in SAG?
No. My buddy who's
Damn,
a
you're nobody,
professional
Scott.
Ain't
You're
nobody,
nobody.
bro.
I knew I was gonna figure out that you were fake. No.
My boy told me not to try and get into SAG.
Yeah, no, I was giving you shit. You guys, so I have
I'm
a
gonna
question.
talk to him and see if we can set up that scene.
I would love
somewhere.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Wait, so I have a question for you, and this is like going in a slightly different direction, right? So we all sit here, we all think we're all lovely people, right? We're like, oh yeah, Skutty, meet Jeremy, meet this guy, you guys are gonna vibe. Like, let's fast forward to 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, when this shit is fucking blowing up, right? And you're making millions of dollars every single day. And like, really, if it wasn't for these guys, you wouldn't have, like, none of this would have happened. And I know that we all feel good about each other now, but what if you're like, you know what? It's not you guys. Fuck you. I'm going to go off and do my own thing because I don't need you. Like, there's that aspect of things too, right? Where there's people that kind of front and do what they have to and then get what they want and then they go. I don't feel that about any of you, but I've also been surprised. So how do you kind of like, I think you see where I'm kind of like thinking in my head, and it's kind of dark and we want to avoid it. But what do you guys think about that? Like, how do you deal with that?
I planned on doing that, so
On leaving
told us
them?
yeah,
From
you
the
hit that right on
Good.
the
You're
head,
like, yeah,
He
this is
told
just a
us.
short term.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean,
he's borrowing a room right now. And
I
he's just
know.
getting the
The
fuck out of
foundation is set.
He's
so
like,
no
I
one's
needed a
feelings
place to
were hurt.
crash. I needed a car to take photos in.
Yeah.
So it all worked out.
yeah, because I mean, like, it's like, how long can I keep this act up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need.
But people do Scud. Like, you know that there's like definitely people that kind of play people and they're super nice about it.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know. To me, it's happened to me a lot. So I'm like,
Yeah,
It's
no,
happened
for
to me
It's
a lot.
happened to- I think it's
I
happened.
think
to
it's
all of us.
happened to
happened,
anyone
so-
who's tried to do shit on their own. But it's like, do you think about that at all?
Oh, of course.
Or is it just like, you're like, fuck it, I don't care?
I wouldn't do it to them. I don't know. Like, I'm an only child. I'm super close to my parents. Like, they've always had my back. They're really the only ones, like, up to this point that have ever done shit for me, like, outside of my family. I have best friends. I have great friends in New Jersey, family, this and that. Like, obviously, I'm not. But in this sense, with the money and all that, you know, no one's handed me anything. But outside of my parents, like, you know, like, we're just in this realm now.
Yeah.
We're talking about us three.
Right.
They're the only two people that have ever believed in me. So I'd be doing myself a disservice, no matter if I was making $5 million a day, like you said, whatever. If I, you know, took the money and ran and, like, didn't, you know what I mean? I kind of because, like, when we talk about it, when I talk about, yo, like, when I make this money, like, when you do that, it's never like I want to go to Dubai. I'm always like, yo, then we could take a week off and go to Australia. It's never like I don't ever have.
You better not forget us, motherfucker.
No, how could I?
Palace is going.
You guys will have my
Hey.
Urus.
Hey.
You're like, you guys have the car I want. No, but I guess it's more for, I get what you're saying, but like, look, he's the face, you just him, right? Like, when he does, money does change people.
For sure.
I don't, we can't deny that. It sounds idealistic to say it doesn't, but if Skutty starts to make like $1 million a day,
He gets huge.
and he
right?
gets huge, and he's like, fuck, I don't need you. And then in 6 months, he gets bought out by GNC for $600 million, and then people come out.
And then we're all gonna live
And
the good
then,
life.
yeah, and then we're all going to be sitting here going, what the fuck? How is that even on your radar? Or like,
Yeah, like, so I think like a lot of that starts from knowing like our foundation was from friendship, right? Like, and knowing this, if we can support him in design goals and anything beyond that, hell yeah, let's do it. If a GNC, a Nike, a Sony, or whatever can come in and wrap them all in Apple and say, hey, dude, we got you. Hell yeah. We as a team got you there. And if that makes the most sense, hell yeah, that's huge. Like, so it's never been like the ego of like, oh no, what if he goes off to like another bigger agency or gets signed by something? Let's look at it as boys first, right? Like, what's the best for you? And if that's the best for you, do it, right? Like, and just coming from that space first of like, what is the best opportunity for Dylan, right? Dylan before Skutty. Then we can see, what's the big gains, right? And it kind of, the no-brainers seem to happen, right? The no-brainer contacts of who's next and the Larrys and the exotics, just knowing, coming from that friend first, right? Let's try, right? And then if that works, great.
Yeah, and like you said, we do think about it, and
yeah,
as much as of a friend and family as we are, like there are contracts. We had to sign contracts. We got those things going through, and I think he signed it when he came here this time. As
he did. I saw it. I saw you post it on your story.
Yeah, so like, and it's not that we don't trust him at all. It's business at the end of the day.
Hey,
Right.
business is business.
Yeah, business is business,
Right.
and
Can't have personal shit.
I'll go through a wall for this dude. Like, I'll take a bullet for him, but we have.
Hey,
those
get my
things-
gun real quick.
Yeah, we have these things. We have these contracts signed, and it's not nothing to kill any one of us. It's to grow as a team, and he eats, we eat, he eats. That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
And you would hope.
Yeah,
Humanity.
you would hope. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
We run a hockey program, and we took yeses as payments from men, and it just isn't that way.
Yeah.
So
What the hell is yeses as payments from men?
yeah, like, we put, like there's
Is that like a prostitution? No.
yeah, a little bit. No, like
Yeah,
like,
whoring
I
him
don't
out?
get that.
no, hockey tournaments and stuff like that. We run a hockey program for like kids and stuff like that. So our friends like will play in the adult league or the men's league for the tournaments and stuff like that. And we got fucked over there when people say yes, and I take a man's answer as a yes.
Got it.
And we live and we learn from that, especially.
And especially from that hockey sense, right? Like, this guy knows from sports too. You got opportunities where we see kids getting to a AAA level on an A team that we have. If we don't have a AAA team to provide them that opportunity to get the most value of their skill, their years, and where they're at, Blake and I are the first ones to contact another coach to say, hey, dude, we got this rock star. We're not going to hold him back. We know that he's got Raider blood. Take him to the next chapter and have him just go kill it, whether it's ice, whatever. Because we just know we've put in our work. Like, if that means that's your next, lily pad is it, sweet, dude. Like, if we were one step closer to getting him to Nike, Under Armour, Lululemon, whatever, like, sweet, we did it.
Yeah. I think that's why, even Kris Jenner charges her kids 10%, right? Because she fucking works her ass off. She doesn't just sit around and say, oh, Kylie, like, there's a reason why they're billionaires, right?
Yeah.
And you guys do so much of that. Yeah, it's great that your heart's into it. You support someone you love. You believe in him. But he also works. I don't mean to diminish that in any way.
That's why we we grew
Love
together
it.
so quickly. It was
So
'cause
nice.
We're all workers. We all want to get this done, and we all want to succeed together. You know.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
You guys, I have to
And I
say,
just gave you the key.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna take
Don't
that back.
forget
though,
about that.
so. Yeah, we.
Yeah.
No, but you guys, seriously, I thought you came in here looking hella tired, especially you and you.
Because of this
I don't
guy, we
get
had Jeremy at what 7 a.m. and then we did another later.
Yeah,
It's been a day.
He texted at 7. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm here. And I'm like, where's Jeremy? This guy woke up late and
Yeah.
shit.
He's put us in the gym too, so we're training with him now too, and you know.
You got to put together a little program, right, where we could all come and do like a group
Yeah,
workout.
we'll just work out right here.
You should
so
do that.
Great.
Hey, bro, I offered that to you guys the first day I met it, so.
I want to go.
Yeah,
I
like
can't
that.
go every day, but I'll go.
It'd be
whenever.
nice. I'm totally down. But I have to say, like, I thought this was. I told you when we first sat down, I was like, "What are we going to talk about?" You know, and but really, this has been one of my favorite podcasts that we've done so far.
Dope.
I feel like I had so many perceptions about you, just like yeah, whatever, you know. You, I could see you're a hustler. You're pretty quiet, but it's so interesting to learn like the shit that people do, right? And like everything that you just described, with starting with a friendship, believing in one another, working your asses off, working towards a common goal, and really just doing the work that's required. All the shit you said, I'm like, I just sat here listening to you. It was fucking rad. That's all I have to say. So thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for
I
having
I
me.
love that
Appreciate you guys.
podcast.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you
thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Any closing thoughts for you? Because I know Kenny's cameras are going to burn out soon.
No, they're not.
I thought we had like an hour exactly.
Well, we like to keep it at an hour.
Yeah.
It's good. But it was dope. No, it was good.
Well, I have to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
He's
5
like,
minutes.
that's the first time he's like, oh, let's cut it out. Okay, we got to go.
Usually I can ramble, and he's like,
Usually
all right, we
we're
gotta.
like, I'm like, dude, enough. But no, thank you guys for coming back.
Thank
bro.
you
That's-
guys.
of
That was
fun,
really
guys.
rad.
Appreciate
That's-
Thanks,
I
guys.
I
Thanks,
never
Blake.
thought you were.
Thanks, fucker.
I didn't have the same perception he did. I never thought you didn't look like the guy that was just handing shit. Even though you're like pretty and you got a good heart, but I could tell you put in work, bro. So that's why I
appreciate
vibe with people
He's a hater,
that put in the work.
Yeah, such a hater.
People,
I want you to fail.
well, people that don't know what
Yeah.
it takes is the ones that I don't really like being around because they don't know how to do the work. They just want to be like, just they're lazy. I don't like lazy people. And a lot of guys that used to be here that are lazy, I was like, bro, if you can't like be on our level, like you got to put in the work. I just need you guys to leave because it just kind of like holds us back.
Birds of a feather flock
Yeah,
together.
yeah, bro. So
Totally.
I had to literally get rid of a lot of people around me,
Totally.
but it was a good thing because now we're like just keep going, keep pushing, keep going, and we're not lazy, bro.
No.
I mean,
No.
we're up every day, 7 days a week. I barely get time with my girl. She works her ass off too, so it's like barely see my parents. It's a lot, bro, all
Yeah.
over.
But I
But it's
love
good.
that. I wouldn't want it any other way. Like
I love work.
I've always been that way.
I am not a
Like,
lazy
experiences,
motherfucker. If you told me I don't have to work, I'd be like, I don't
What are you
want to
gonna do
have
with
that
your
life, bro. I want to do the work.
Yeah.
Because I get so much satisfaction out of anything we accomplish. All the little ups and downs. I mean,
That's
you know, the
journey.
top of one hill is the bottom of another mountain we got to climb. So
Love it.
I love
so
that.
we just keep riding, bro. And I can't wait to see what we're all
Yeah.
gonna do together.
Yeah.
One team,
Yeah.
ride or die.
One dream.
One dream to make it to the top.
All right, we gotta hurry up because Snow wants to go for a walk.
We
now.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys. That was really great.
That was
really
lovely.
Appreciate
Another
everything.
therapeutical
Thank you.
session. I love these therapy sessions because it like opens my mind up to a lot of different shit.
Skutty, I hope you fail.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was great. Thanks, guys.